everybody, and welcome to the Artism Speaks podcast. This week, brought to you by Audible.com. We got the sponsor, boys. We did it. We got the sponsor. I'm going to read it out now. I'm going to do the first ad read. Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. Just go to audibletrial.com/audibletrial.com/artismspeaks and browse the unmatched selection of, this is going great so far, of audio programs. Download it title free and start listening. It's that easy. Go to audibletrial.com/artismspeaks. Thank you to Audible for the sponsorship, and thank you to our guest this week named Hiddenxperia. Is that right?
It's more or less. It's
Hiddenxperia. Yeah, he's a Halo YouTuber, and Max has to edit this now, so this is his punishment. Sorry,
Everyone
Max.
loves Halo. Come on, I mean, it's an objectively incorrect opinion. Nah, come on. It's an objectively incorrect opinion to.
No, there's only the only objectively incorrect opinion related to Halo is liking Halo 5. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I'll line with you on that one.
Well, I'll just see
As
myself
we all know,
out then.
Halo 5 bad. As we all know, Halo 5 bad. You know.
Halo 5 bad.
XD.
You gotta make sure that it's all lowercase too. You can't possibly put the capital H in there.
Bad.
It's just got to be all Halo 5 bad.
Because if you put the capital letter there, then you're acknowledging that it exists and is a thing. If you just have, because that gives credence to it. It becomes a noun, then a proper noun. You know, and all that shit. You got to capitalize it. Nah, can't do that. Can't acknowledge it.
I just wanted to say too, I think the reason why listeners heard Sparky get a little quiet there, like when he was talking about the Audible sponsorship, like audible.com/artismspeaks, is that he was realizing that he actually won.
Oh yeah, so I had a deal
there's a hint of disbelief in his voice. Like, he's been wanting this for so long, and he can't believe that it has actually come to fruition.
It's not quite sunk in yet.
No, it's not. Well, you know what else hasn't soaked in? My free copy of Just Cause 4.
Yeah, because the game is not fucking out yet, you goddamn asshole.
So Lucas Raycevick here, he said, "Hey Sparky, there's no way your show named Artism Speaks, your dumb fucking show, is gonna get sponsored by Audible. There's no way. And I'm so confident in that fact that I'm willing to, if you get a sponsor, I will buy you Just Cause 4 Gold Edition." And I said, I'll take that fucking bet.
Well, a deal's a deal, so Mr. Raycevick, Mr. Halo YouTuber Raycevick, pay up, my friend.
Hey, I'll live up to my end of the bargain. I'm a man of my word.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
I'm so excited to play it whenever it comes out. Whenever that might be. When is that?
Here, I'll get the release date right now if I can work around my computer setup here, which has my entire screen blocked by my fucking wall of foam for recording.
I'm still gonna buy all that foam. It looks like a fucking nightmare to put up.
It is a pain in the ass. I just use the just double-sided tape.
Yeah. My original idea was to blue tack it.
It's not Uber. Yeah, it's not like Uber. It's not like completely thin. Like, it has some like density to it. But yeah, it's that was a little bit of a pain in the ass. I probably should. I've got them all arranged like instead of just being completely like square, they're more like a diamond shape. But I kind of regret that now because I kind of like the idea. Because if I bought more, then I could actually cover the entire wall in it. But now with the way I have it set up, I can't do that.
Imagine covering an entire wall in it is bare expensive though. Like,
yeah, that probably is. It's something that you would probably do, a little bit, just like bits of piece of foam like every month with every paycheck.
Yeah.
You guys are stupid.
Here's what you
do. Here's what you do. You know those fucking gym mats that you put on the floor? Just tape them to the wall.
Yeah, there is that too. I mean, I've used
that sounds like it would fall off though.
I've used some pretty ghetto solutions. Like, I used to use a sock as a pop filter back in the day.
Dude, same. My fucking pop filter for an entire year was a red Ralph Lauren sock, and it worked a fucking charm.
Mine was like some big fat wool sock, and then my mic stand was just like whatever 5 books I bought that week.
So no, what I would do is we had to film one day. This was the bounced video. This was the one where that guy, that fucking GIF you like, Ray. That's where this come from.
Yeah.
We had to record him, and we had to record him speaking. We didn't have a boom mic, So one of the options we did was his fucking pocket had or his shirt had a pocket, so we'd leave my cell phone in there. But on a shot where we couldn't do that, I went out and I found a stick in the woods, and I taped my phone to the end of it, and that was the boom. That I said, Jack, hold it.
That is the most ghetto setup. I mean, whatever works.
How cavemen made movies.
There's an old saying I live by, and that is, you're as good as you can edit yourself to be. And that is like, it's like, if the audience is when I basically back in college, like when I did a film on Sony Vegas and it was like, still up there with like the other content, it made me kind of realize that the audience doesn't care. As long as they're engaged by it, they're not going to care how you did. I mean, as long as you're not like fucking, torturing children.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, then you'll be fine.
No, they might care about that.
No, well, I mean, we all have iPhones, so I don't think we actually really care about that. At least not enough.
I don't.
I actually have an Android phone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, those kids get maybe 10 cents more an hour.
Look, no. Here's the thing: is I'm not talking about that. I just don't like iPhones. Fuck them.
I mean, I hate to say that I'm going to be converting to the dark side this September.
No, Xperia!
I finally had it with Android. Just so many little things have just started to piss me off.
Okay,
too much.
What little thing?
So to start off with, I've got an S8 and the fucking Bixby button. I swear down, if I
okay, hold on, Xperia. I got you. No, Xperia. There is. I got a thing that just makes the Bixby button, you can rebind it to do whatever you want.
Samsung blocked it. If you're on the latest version of Android, it doesn't work. That was the thing when the phone first came out, but they patched it out.
No, I have it. I just got it recently. I just got my S9 recently.
Or maybe on the S9. Well, I mean, at the very least, fucking send it over, because I need to know what that is, because it does my head in. Like
I rebinded it to the camera button because Bixby... Look, I know Samsung, I know you really want your own fucking Siri, but... Stop. Microsoft, I know you want your own Siri too. Cortana's not going to be Siri.
At least Microsoft has got a cool name. I mean, like...
Cortana is not going to be Siri until they get the voice to actually sound like Cortana, just like Jen Taylor.
It sounds nothing like her.
Yeah.
Hey, Cortana, how was Halo 5?
A fantastic experience. Buy Halo 5 on the Windows 10 store for $49.99 today.
She pulled up a Favin video.
Oh my god.
That's fucking great.
This episode is brought to you by Favin. Everyone, go subscribe to him.
Cortana is sabotaging her own franchise. Even she didn't like Halo 5.
Even she wants Stu Wilding back.
Cortana's red-pilled. Heard it here first guys.
Cortana, fucking Cortana and Favin are working together on some big plot.
Favin is corrupting Cortana. So this is how he's going to change. This is how he's going to alter Microsoft from the inside.
Oh yeah, he's taking it down.
Like you guys think he's been quiet because he's been busy, actually having a life, getting a job maybe or something. No, he's just not making content. He's too busy pulling off a fucking Ocean's 11 in Microsoft HQ right now.
Yeah, he put a chip into Jen Taylor's brain so he can control her at random points.
Okay, well that's actually kind of just fucked up.
No, that's what he's done, innit?
In it.
Yeah,
Sparky's turned Brit. He's a Brit now.
Look, no, I have a problem. I have a problem.
Sparky, you're gonna punch an ambulance driver now spontaneously for no discernible reason.
No, I have all of my co-hosts are British. Neek, Raptors, Max, they're all British, right? And you're British, Xperia. Half of my guests have been British. I just can't escape these fucking assholes.
Ray's half British because he's Canadian. It's like
no, I'll support my Canadian brethren over fucking across the ocean bastards any day.
I just want you to know, Xperia, that I'm so glad I was born here and didn't immigrate here because that means I did not have to swear an oath to the Queen.
Oh god, yeah, you have to do that, don't you? You've got the Queen on your fucking like $10 bill still, haven't you?
Yeah, right. On money. Yeah, if you come here and you become a Canadian citizen, you have to swear an oath to the Queen, but. Because I was born here, I never had to do it. So fuck the Queen. She's a hoe.
They're asking for a pound. Come to PAX, boy.
There goes our sponsor. You can't call the Queen a hoe.
Yeah, she's a capitalist hoe.
Oh no!
Everyone! This video is sponsored. No. This video is sponsored by Google Bleed.
Jeff Bezos, stop listening.
This video is sponsored by Infowars.com.
Stop! No. I've messaged Alex Jones quite a few times.
We were talking about this yesterday. It's fucking great.
Xperia, let me read out the messages I've written to you. Would you be willing to come on our podcast? We would absolutely love to have you on and talk about whatever you like. Then a few days later, Mr. Jones, please. A few days after that, what if we got Donald on as well? Mr. Jones, I feel like you aren't taking our offer seriously. I don't usually do this, Mr. Jones, but we need a guest this week, and I think you might be that guy.
Oh my god.
He's still not answering.
Imagine if he just replied, yeah, dude, just give me a time, give me a place, let's do it.
I would be so fucking excited.
Alex Jones is weird because, like, on the one hand, I hate that he's an absolute complete scam artist and, like, he completely exploits his fan base for his own personal gain. At the same time, I feel like he's one of those people that, while I could never respect and could never have as a friend, I would be entertained to have a conversation with him.
I was going to say, you cannot say that it would not be interesting to sit down and have a beer with Alex Jones.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Cannot say that would not be interesting.
I want to. Here's the thing: is I would love to. We were talking about character analysis earlier. I would love to see like a character analysis of Alex Jones.
Alex Jones years
later. The complete lore of Alex Jones.
Alex Jones years later. Oh my god.
It's quite a joke as well because my best friend growing up in high school was called Alex Jones, and then when I started getting into politics a bit, everyone was talking about Alex Jones. I was like, wait, what the fuck? It can't be the same one, can it? And I looked at who it was. I was like,
no, it's really not the same.
Yes, no, that's quite a different individual. Quite different.
There's a lot of creators like that in my mind. There's a lot of people like that I could never respect personally. Like, I could never have them as a friend just because, like, the way they go about making content or what they do would just piss me off. But I would still have a conversation with.
The way I make content doesn't piss you off?
No, Sparky, the way you make content is adorable. Like, you're doing way better stuff than when I was younger. When I was younger, I'd make shitty Halo montages and fucking terrible GameSpot ripoff reviews. And fucking plagiarize Counter-Strike reviews and shit like that. Like, you do stuff that makes me laugh.
I've just like, I have the Kinect now, like, and this is my favorite. Now it's my favorite thing. The Kinect is I'm kind of sad now because Xperia, you know how I won the free Xbox One X?
Oh yeah, for the Halo challenge.
Mm-hmm. I was really hoping that it would come with the new Kinect. The Kinect 2, but Microsoft doesn't care about that anymore, and because the Kinect 2's tracking is supposedly really good as well.
Sparky, is Kinect 2 the one that came with Xbox One?
What?
Sparky, after this podcast, send me your address, and I will send you my Kinect, because it has been sitting in a box ever since I moved here. You have a Kinect too? I have an Xbox One Kinect, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Wait, so was the Kinect 2 the one that came with the original Xbox One? That's the one. That's the one they said we can't get rid of it.
If you disconnect it, the console will spontaneously combust.
God, that was so fucking. That was typical Matrick. That shit was typical Matrick.
I'll praise Phil Spencer, the hero.
But yeah, I'll happily send that to you, Sparky, because I have not replugged it in here because there's barely any. I have a TV stand, and like I'm not going to fill the TV stand with a fucking Kinect that I'm only going to use for the occasional voice command.
Oh no, I would get a lot of use out of it. I have so much that I can do with that fucking Kinect.
I mean, the weird thing is for Kinect is the tech is actually really good. Like, really
it is.
Yeah,
really
no,
good.
it's amazing.
Like many modern Microsoft things, like the tech's good. It's just the use case and like the amount that devs use it is just fucking dog shit. Like it's like for example, the Windows Store. The Windows Store actually has decent download servers, it's just a pile of shit.
And it has the best porting system. Like, every coder I talk to talks about how easy it is to port things to a mobile device or to a tablet device.
That way, yeah.
Yeah, that's way ahead of any other system, but people aren't going to use it because people hate the fucking store, and for good reason.
Yeah, for multiple reasons.
There's the thing is that you have the Kinect is a really revolutionary technology. However, it's not good for games.
Yeah.
It's just not, it's not good. Actually, you know what game it is good for? Gary's mod. It's fucking great to, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. The tracking works better in Gary's mod than it did on any Xbox game.
Well, it has
probably-
individual
that's
finger tracking, right?
I'd imagine because on Gary's mod, the game is not designed for like a specific purpose because it's just an open sandbox thing. So like, you know, if like an animation is slightly off or you face through a wall or something like that, it's not a big deal because it's not like trying to be a virtual simulation of an immersive space.
No.
It's just taking the raw inputs or connections of that device.
There's only one thing you can do with the Kinect as well. And so you know how in Gary's mod you have ragdolls and you can fling them around and all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing you can do with the Kinect in Gary's mod is attach the Kinect to a ragdoll and just control it remotely, like through your body. So you become that ragdoll.
Yeah.
And you can copy paste those motions many times, so you can have an entire army doing like fucking whatever.
See, that's so cool.
You can actually, because Gary's mod has like infinite mods, you can have like a lightsaber battle with your friend who also has the Kinect, and you can actually just have the lightsaber battle and do this crazy shit.
Kinect 2 has like finger tracking, doesn't it? It can track like
finger tracking?
Don't get me mixed up here, but I'm 99% sure that Kinect 2 has finger tracking. Like that was one of the things I showed off the original in E3 2013. I'm pretty sure it does. I might be wrong, but I'm 99% sure that it has finger tracking. Because it like at the time, and even today, that's still really revolutionary. That's still ahead of like VR stuff. But
that would be still, like, fucking amazing.
No one fucking used it for anything that was worthwhile. It was just a glorified like a fucking Siri. It was literally a glorified Siri box. That's what it amounted to.
Yeah. That's kind of sad too, because there's so much you can do with it that like isn't just don't make a tradition. They're trying to make traditional games with it, but it's a gimmick that will never be used for that.
Yeah.
And there's some, from what I understand, there's some games that are good. Like I heard Harmonix's Fantasia game was actually pretty good on the Kinect. But unfortunately, that game came out like right around the time that when they made it so that you didn't have to buy an Xbox with the Kinect. Like right when that game was coming out, that was when Microsoft said, yeah, no, you don't, the device that this game is built entirely around, and that this game that is one of the reasons we made the choice of always having a Kinect. Yeah, no, we don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
Quite sad.
I'd have
at
to.
the same time, it was good.
I'd have to confirm the. I'm gonna go confirm the reception of that game though, because I actually don't know the ratings on it. It seemed like an interesting title, and I think it got a positive reception.
Yeah. It does have finger tracking. I'm pretty sure Kinect 2 is still used for it with like NASA and stuff. NASA and people like that still use it.
Yeah, no, it is, because that stuff is actually very, very useful to have.
Yeah. It is so weird though how such good tech managed to do so fucking badly, like
because they're trying to use it for the wrong thing. Like, here's the thing: is they were not making games for the Kinect; they were making the Kinect for games.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, that's true.
You need to make a game specifically catered to the Kinect's strengths. Something you cannot actually do. Something you need to have it so that it's something you can't do with a controller, because you play like they have the Kinect Star Wars game, and I'm like, why can't I just use a controller for this?
Yeah, it was pretty gimmicky. You know what Microsoft could do with it? Like, I'm shocked Microsoft haven't even delved into VR yet. I mean, they've got HoloLens, but like it's not really consumer VR. Is it?
Who's talking about HoloLens currently?
To be fair, the thing is cool as fuck. It's just like
it is.
Really,
it's
really
a great idea.
Up. Like, but no, like I'm surprised that MS haven't like fully dived into VR yet, because the potential with VR with a Kinect 2 or maybe even Kinect 3 in the future is actually quite sick, because you might not even need a controller. That's the best thing. You could literally just have the headset on and have motion trackers in the room, and then the controllers could literally be your hands. Like the finger tracking on the Kinect could track. Like, for example, if you wanted to select an option in the menu, you could just point at it. Like you could just point your index finger at it and it selected it. It seems like the perfect combo, and I'm quite shocked that MS haven't done anything like that yet. Especially
Microsoft in general, I feel like their general approach is, I feel like they're Well, I mean, I understand why it happens because they got all the money in the world. They have Windows. They've got other things to fall back on. Like, they're not a company that have the gun against their head consistently. So they can afford to make, lame experiments that don't go anywhere. But what's frustrating is that I feel like even in the category of experimentation, I think they're fucking up because they're not even, in a lot of ways, Kinect and HoloLens are probably the most interesting things they did because what happens is that Microsoft come in with a concept. Like they say, we want to make our version of a music app or a phone or whatever.
We want to make our version of the Wii.
Yeah, but then, and here's the thing, and then they'll do it in a pretty cool way. Like they'll have good ideas, like they'll have good concepts, and they'll have good execution, and they'll have some interesting application in ways that other apps aren't doing. But then the problem is because it ends up not breaking the industry or being like this new wave or whatever, or, not making its own subgenre, Microsoft pulls support on it before it can get any traction. And then as a result, they come to it, they just end up trying the same thing over and over again. It's like how, like everyone, the people, I have a friend of mine that swears by a Windows phone and wishes that she could still use it.
I used to be one of those until like 3 or 4 years ago. I was the Windows Phone kid. Like, I got so many of my friends to change to Windows Phone. I was fully fucking in on it.
Like I have a friend too who bought a Zune when we went to Seattle, and he loved it. He fucking adored that system. And even I know a lot of people that like the software app of Zune and stuff like that. But then they cancel that, and then it's like iTunes is big. They make Zune. It doesn't get bigger than iTunes, and they're like, okay, we're not going to bother. Then cancel it. Then and then a new music service comes out, and they're like, okay, we're going to make Xbox Music.
Wait a minute.
And then that gains traction over it. And then, oh, wait, no, this isn't as big as that. But then Spotify comes out and they're like, okay, let's try Groove Music. We're going to evolve Xbox Music to Groove Music, and that's going to take over. And then it's not bigger than Spotify. And they're like, okay, yeah, pull support. It's like, guys, you're entering a market that already exists. You are not going to be number one, and you should just be okay with being 2 or 3 because that's still really good.
Based off of that pattern, we can assume that the Windows PC store is going to be fucking gone soon.
It fucking better be.
And then it'll come back 3 years.
Yeah.
Put it on Steam.
It'll come back and they'll call it fucking Mist or something. Like, Mist.
Just put it on Steam. Please just put Halo 3 on Steam. Just
Sparky, were you the one that asked me?
No, that's too complicated.
Sparky, were you the one that asked me why Halo Wars is on Steam?
Yeah, I did.
And Xperia, what's your take on that?
On Halo Wars 1 on Steam?
Yeah.
I think that it's absolutely baffling that it hasn't caused any other game to come to Steam because the fucking... Alright, let me get this straight. Halo Wars 1, a 9-year-old... Or wait, a 9-year-old console RTS of a game that currently isn't anywhere near as popular as it was when it first came out, that was then ported to PC and then put on Steam. With all of that, it sold over 160,000 copies on Steam.
Really? It did?
Yep. Go on. It's called that Steam database or something. There's an official website where you can track. It's like unique players or something.
Okay.
Over 160,000 people bought that game on Steam, and yet they still haven't fucking ported it. I would hazard a guess that on the Windows Store, I would say at the absolute most 20% of that bought it on the Windows Store. Absolute peak.
Yeah, well, that's what Ray said was the reason they put it on Steam was in the first place is because if they're shipping it, they want Halo Wars 2 to have the definitive edition of Halo Wars 1, but no one's fucking playing it on the Windows Store.
That entire situation with that was a fucking mess as well. Did you hear about like the entire mess with how they gave it out?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was a clusterfuck. So if you pre-ordered Halo Wars 2, then you got access to Halo Wars Definitive Edition in December, like 3 months before Halo Wars 2 came out. And the way they do it is that if you pre-ordered it, you just get a code sent to you on Xbox Live. And like I pre-ordered it pretty much, I think it was around E3 when they announced it. So I pre-ordered it like 6 months early. And I didn't get my code until like the end of December, after everyone else had got them. The entire thing was a shit fest. No one knew what was going on. Like it wasn't 343's fault either. I don't know whose fault it was, but like they were like trying to find out what the fuck was going on as well.
Saber Interact.
Saber Interact. It all comes back to Saber.
Do you have a problem? Blame Saber.
Jesus, yeah, that entire thing was a shit fest. Like people that had pre-ordered like after the game came out got it before people that pre-ordered it in June, It was a mess.
Well, that was the thing. Let me look here when Halo Wars came out for Steam, because I know that it came out after that.
May last year, May or June last year.
Right. I think someone just accidentally sent me $150 on PayPal.
I wish that happened to me. Fuck.
God, I wish that were me.
Yeah, it came out on April 20th. So that would have last year. So that would have been way after all that pre-ordered bullshit. And that gave the game a player base that was actually, like possible. Like you could play the game with other people. It wasn't like on the Windows Store where you can go back in the campaign and skirmish and you could do that.
And you know what's fucking stupid as well? They didn't even have matchmaking to it.
What?
There was no right? They took matchmaking out.
Wait, of the definitive edition of Halo Wars?
Yeah, they took matchmaking out.
No, it was on Steam. I played it.
Nope, there wasn't. There was no matchmaking. Unless they patched it in. They might have patched it in, but last time I played it, which was like probably end of last year, there was no matchmaking.
Hang on.
No, you're right. They did patch it in. So remember they added ranks back as well.
Okay.
But either way, it took me a year to add fucking matchmaking. No, it wasn't there. It took me a year to add matchmaking.
I always got sad whenever I'd play Halo Wars online, because I'm thinking, oh, I'm pretty good at this. And then I'd play it online and I'd get curb stomped.
And then they'd pick Prophet of True for Arbiter and just crush you.
And I'm just like, this isn't fun.
See, I grew up playing Battle of Middle-earth skirmishes, and when I first properly played online RTSs, it was with Halo Wars. And I remember thinking I'm gonna fucking destroy this dude. And I just got rushed and died in 8 minutes. You know what
would actually be a good video Xperia for you? It would actually be interesting, is going over the RTS, because there was a brief period there from 2007 to 2009 of console RTSs.
Yes,
it was EA and Microsoft in particular that were pushing that. EA was pushing with Command and Conquer 3 and the game
Battle of Middle-earth as well.
Battlefield Middle-earth, yeah.
They ported Battlefield Middle-earth 2 to console, and there were a few things that were different. I remember. It was actually a really good port. I was shocked when I played it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one day we'll get Battlefield Middle-earth 3.
It'd be interesting to go through in a video and go through and say, here's Battlefield Middle-earth, here's Command and Conquer 3, here's Halo Wars, and then to top it all off, here's Stormrise, the worst console RTS ever made in history.
Oh, is that the one with really, really, really bad unit painting?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one where I forget. I might be completely off bases here because I forget how the controls exactly work. But I think what it was is that you could use the analog stick as a way to cover your troops. You basically used it like a mouse kind of thing, except it did not work.
Yeah.
Even remotely.
I remember seeing a video about that. It's declared one of, if not the worst game ever made or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's up there. It's up there in 2 out of 10 or 1 out of 10 games. And you know what sucks too? It was made by Creative Assembly, who are they are one of the most that was them. And they are a really beloved company in the strategy market with their Total War franchise.
What,
and
though?
Also Halo Wars 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Ray, is that here's the thing, is that it's really hard to make the worst game ever now because of Steam's fucking floodgate shit.
Well, that's a separate category almost. That's
we're talking AAA games.
That's in the negatives. You can't even really classify them as video games.
Yeah, that's like if you were to include student films when you're talking about worst movie ever made.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, in terms of AAA games, I'm pretty sure Stormrise is one of, if not the worst game. Let me check, actually.
I need to buy it. I need to buy that. Even though I don't play strategy games, I need to buy that game just so I can say I have it and try and see how awful it is.
Remember how novel it was? Remember how novel it was when Bad Rats got on Steam and it was a shit game on Steam and everyone was like, "Hey, isn't this funny? A shit game's on Steam."
What was that airplane game?
Oh.
The game, I know the fucking soundtrack of it. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but that was it was you walked around the plane, talked to people, and then there was a Flappy Bird segment for the flying bits. And that was the whole thing. What? I forget the name of it. but it was
so shit.
It was everywhere on Steam, and it was like this is what represents the incoming wave of bad Steam games, and it's like,
and everyone was like, "Nah, you're full of shit. There's no way that this is like a one-off thing. It got lucky. It got on Steam. Whatever. You know, never gonna happen again." And
and then here we are in 2018.
Look, like Steam just a little bit. Like,
air
just
control.
Make sure the games have
air control. That's what it was.
Steam, just make sure the games like work, please. That's all I'm asking.
Nope, there's too many games. The system is so open now that Steam, like, it's like YouTube. They can't keep track of what's going on the site.
Well, but like, I'm okay with YouTube being like that. I prefer YouTube like that because YouTube is free.
Yeah, well, I mean, Steam is too.
Yeah, but like to experience the content. It's not like
that's
you're not. People are like, people always make that comparison between Steam and YouTube, but like
that is a good
Steam
point,
and YouTube are very different. One's a marketplace and one's a sharing platform.
That's true.
Yeah.
I love trying to like. Have you guys ever played this game where you go on YouTube and you search by a keyword and most recent?
Oh God, searching Fortnite with that must be like the fucking most embodiment.
No, you don't do that. Don't do that. I looked up. Don't even bother with that shit.
Just ninja recruiters.
You look up the word like you look up Pacific Rim or something, and you get a video of this little kid, and he's drawn MS Paint shit on the screen so that he's like a Jaeger, and he's doing like this walk animation, but the Jaeger's just on the screen still, and it's not moving, and it's like shitty.
Oh my God! I need to do this. Like I gotta do this.
I love that fucking shit so much. That's my favorite thing.
I don't mean to derail the conversation, but Fantasia, that Music Evolved, was a Kinect game, and it got like a 77 on Metacritic. Which, I mean, for a Kinect only game, that's actually really good. Yeah, like there's some even outlets here that gave it like 8 and 9s.
Jesus, that is genuinely like top tier for a Kinect game.
And it came out after they took away before everyone had a Kinect, so that everyone could actually play the game.
That's solid lore right there. The one good Kinect game comes out as soon as MS pull the plug.
Oh yeah. Like Xperia, I want to show you a video I found. So this one's fairly alright. It's got 2,700 views, but just watch this. It's 7 seconds. It's in podcast chat.
What in the fuck is this? How did you find that?
No, that's part of the game. Also, this one's a classic. Okay, Xperia, I want you to watch this video and scroll down to the comments. Just look at the fucking comments on this Legend of Zelda.
This is like a fucking comments. 2005 video, right? The Legend of Zelda. Just all the same comments.
Right, look at the comments.
They're all identical.
Right, Xperia, you gotta comment The Legend of Zelda. You gotta join Xperia.
Join the Zelda, cool. This video is like fucking straight out of 2005. What?
I love how even the song doesn't sound motivated. Like the song sounds
sounds like
tired.
it wants to fucking neck itself.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't someone on Amazon actually reach like the character limit or the comment limit? Because like someone made like the longest back and forth exchange on the internet on like an Amazon review, and it actually hit like the cap, whatever that was.
What the fuck?
I'll need to go and find it, but I heard something about that and it sounded so dumb.
My only recollection of any weird Amazon comment is looking at the comments on like 24 packs of 5 Hour Energy, just reading people saying, I drank 10 of these and now I'm shitting oxygen. Like,
have you Ray? I'm sure I've showed you my review on the sharks.
There you go. I posted a comment.
No, where?
I typed The Legend of Zelda.
Yes!
You put it down. Oh,
Legend.
All right, fuck it. I'll do it now as well.
Ray, have you ever seen my my Amazon review for the sharks?
Yeah, I think you sent me that one.
So, Xperia, do you know anything about my whole shark thing?
No. Do I want to know? Is it like that thing from Friends about sharks?
Ray, does he want to know?
Yeah, sure. Go on, tell him. So,
I have a bunch of toy sharks that I routinely destroy in large quantities.
Oh, sorry.
And so I went on Amazon and I posted this review right here. I put it in podcast chat.
What the fuck? Why? How much are they? Like fucking 50 cents.
It's like, yeah, pretty much. I have at least 150 in the other room. I have actually one dedicated. I have Ray. So I have a whole movie that Ray's actually a part of.
Jesus Christ!
And by
so
a part
I'm making
of,
a movie
I just
with
said
these.
something like, yeah, sure, you can.
He contributed. No, you contributed. So I'm making a Raycevick shark version. Here it is. This is the prototype.
Oh my god! Wait, is it like a ceramic shark or something, or is it like?
It's rubber. It's made of rubber.
Oh, okay. So it's like a stress ball then.
Kinda, but you squeeze it and like water comes out if you fill it.
Oh, dude, is it like a splat ball?
No.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what you mean then.
Oh, we've reached 35 minutes. Speaking of things, let's do the mid-roll. Today's show is brought to smooth segue, right? Is that good experience?
Yeah, that's good.
Is that a good segue?
Use it for me.
All right. Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering a variety of listeners a variety of audiobooks for free with a 30-day trial membership. Just go to audibletrial.com/artismspeaks and browse the unmatched selection of audio programs. Download a title free and start listening. It's that easy. Go to audible.com/artismspeaks to get started today. Why Audible? Audible content includes an unmatched selection of audiobooks, original audio, shows, news, comedy, and more from leading audiobook publishers, broadcasters, and entertainers. Also, Jeff Bezos. I'm sorry I'm butchering this ad read. Please forgive me. Hosts can include... I really like about the Audible service how you get those little credits.
Oh yeah,
you can
like
use those,
like a book credit.
Yeah, and you can use those little credits to get free audiobooks and stuff. That's pretty cool. If I was going to suggest a book, I'd recommend to you to listen to Halo: The Fall of Reach by Eric Niland.
Ooh. Exquisite
it's
taste.
Yeah. It's a Halo book, and it's got the Master Chief in it. No, it does it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Master Chief for all of you. It's got a lot of Master Chief in it. So yeah, go check that one out. Describe how the book could use audio. Yes. So you can use Audible while listening in the car. I'm sorry, Jeff Bezos. I'm sorry. This is my first time.
He's learning, Jeff.
Yeah.
Give it some time.
Experiencer suggested to share to illustrate. Yeah. So you can just listen to it in the car. Like I listen to it when I go for a long ride. I sometimes pop in a little audio book. I use it to play. You can use it while playing Pokemon Go, and if you still play that. When utilizing specific books.
You can use it when you Pokemon Go to work.
Pokemon Go. Okay, just to download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/artismspeaks. Again, that's audibletrial.com/artismspeaks for your free audiobook. Ooh,
I would have been really emotionally hit by Snape killing Dumbledore in the audiobook had I not been paying attention because I found an epic Pikachu drop.
Oh my god.
Shut up. Oh no.
Rookie's death. It was sad and all, but like it was hype as fuck when I got a Blastoise at the same time. So,
listen. All right, so that was the first ever. I'm not good. How do you do this every week experience? That's hard.
Because I script them, and like I rehearse them a couple of times to make sure that I can flow them nicely. Because we
can't script a podcast.
You can give it a go.
You can.
Well, no, there's a script right here in front of me. I was reading off of the script. I'm just not good at that.
I mean, to be fair, like it sounds weird, but for things like Audible sponsorship, like adverts, I normally go through it a couple times because it sounds really unnatural the first time that I do it. Like it's like get your Audible free trial, get a free audio book today. You get to keep it forever. Even if you end the trial, get to keep it forever. It just sounds like really, really.
It's hard. Well, no, you can. No, here's what you can do. You can ad-lib it. I asked, can I ad-lib this? And I said, yeah, go ahead. I'll give a shit as long as you get the essentials.
Yeah, I mean, you can ad-lib it. Like I don't know who you got yours with, but for me, like, there's not like a requirement for what I need to say. Okay, I got my sponsorship through like another company.
We have so Xperia, you have a manager, right? Like you got an Audible manager?
Yeah. I mean, I've never spoken to him, but yeah.
I sent mine an email asking if he'd want to come on the podcast, and so far he hasn't gotten back to me yet.
Fucking hell.
I think that'd be an excellent guest to have on.
Bring him on the podcast and be like, thank you. You're the reason I now own a copy of Just Cause 4.
Yes.
Gold edition.
Gold edition.
Speaking of which,
so much,
Sparky,
James.
can you go to your messages and see if I said Just Cause 4 Gold Edition?
I have literally the audio clip of you saying it.
Can you get it for me?
Right,
Because I don't think I said
okay.
Gold Edition.
You said gold. You said premium. You said like the big boy, big cock edition. That's what you said. Those were the words. I have Xperia as my witness.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah. just go along with me.
Okay. Yep. I'm Sparky's witness.
See, Xperia's on my side.
Yeah, he was
Apparently.
totally there when I said that.
Oh yeah.
He was. Xperia's with us at all times.
I'm there even when you don't know it.
Because my basic thing, Spark,
Experience-
is I have no problem buying the game for you. Like, I'm looking at it right. I have got no problem. It's just that the Gold Edition is for all it is just the game that exists and then DLC that like I don't even know like if it's going to be like decent
Hold
or
on.
not kind of thing.
Listen, it's gonna be great DLC. They're gonna have downloadable content. It's gonna be great. There's gonna have. Wait, I gotta.
Did you get the
I should've-
expansion pack for Just Cause 3?
Yeah, I did. And I loved it because they added mechs to it, Ray.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That was pretty awesome.
It was fucking
added
amazing. They
mechs
added
to it?
mechs. They added a mech that has like a super punch, and you could
Jesus.
punch shit with it.
I love Just. I fucking bought Just Cause 1 because I wasn't allowed GTA at the time, and like I ended up preferring it to GTA by an absolute country
Okay.
mile. So much.
Hold on, I'm gonna upload this on my channel for the whole world to see.
Hold on. I'm getting the game for you.
Wait, are you? Oh no, I'm scared.
Oh, Sparky, by the way, I found your review.
My review
Found
of
it,
what?
yeah. For the fucking shark.
Oh,
thing.
oh, you actually found it on
Yeah.
Amazon. Oh no. So the story, the backstory. Now, Ray, here's the thing. You don't have to buy me the gold edition. Hold on. Let me see what the options here we have are. So Just Cause 4 Gold Edition. We have the Golden Gear Pack. I don't care about that. Expansion Pass. What do we got? We got daredevils, demons, dogs, and shit. I don't know. I'll buy that shit myself. You don't
Yeah,
have
I was
to buy
going to get you the digital deluxe.
Which is the digital deluxe edition? Which one is that one? What's
Like, what's it got?
what does that come with? Yeah,
Let's
what's
see, here
it
it
got?
comes here. How about this bundle? For a limited time, receive the following with your purchase. 24 hours early access, Steam exclusive wallpaper, Deathstalker Scorpion. But that's pretty lame, honestly.
An
What?
exclusive Steam wallpaper for a deluxe edition. Oh boy.
That you mean the wallpaper I'll be able to get on fucking Google Images within an hour?
No, they
of the
mean
game being out?
like the background for your Steam profile.
Ah, fucking whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty,
Nah,
like,
it's-
24 hours early. Like, you know what? This actually can segue, while I buy the regular edition of the game for Sparky, this can segue into something that's actually been pissing me off. I personally think the paying extra money for early access thing is bullshit. Not early access games, but just like, oh, get this thing and you will get Siege. You will get an operator a week early if you pay $40 fucking dollars for the season pass. Like, I think it's so stupid.
I hate Siege especially doing that because that means that you are actually paying to win right there, but even temporarily.
Well, I don't even care. I don't even agree with that exactly. I think it's just silly. Like, you're paying money for something that in the long run is going to be completely fucking meaningless.
Yeah, well, like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You get it in Siege. You get it in Siege. Like, they have Leon and all that. Lion... whatever.
Leon.
So you get
Leon
that-
Kennedy is an
Leon.
operator now.
Mr.
I would love
Kennedy.
So you got that. So you can, like, you have that before anyone else, before they know how to counter him, before they know how to fight him. And it is kind of like paying to win a bit.
I could see
'Cause-
that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that as well. It's like Battlefield. They've got a really bad habit of doing it now as well.
Yeah.
And like, you get all the fucking god tier guns before anybody can even put the game in the disc tray. It's,
You know, I heard a theory. There's an Xperia. I think you might like this theory. Is that the Halo 3 anniversary isn't out yet because they're waiting for Crackdown 3 to come out so they can put the beta.
I'll be honest, that would actually be quite a joke if they did that next year.
That'd be fucking funny.
That'd be fucking great. I swear to God, Crackdown 1 sales must have gone through the roof when they announced the Halo 3 beta in it.
Oh, God, yeah. No, that was the thing that put that game on the map. Because what were Crackdown's 2 sales? I don't think they were that great.
I heard it was also a shit game anyway.
Well, I mean, it got kind of shelved anyway, so it mustn't have been great. Yeah, no, that'd be fucking great though.
Whoops, I nearly bought the game for myself.
Don't do that. Yeah, just buy standard Sparky edition, and I'll buy the deal. I'll buy the DLC as it comes out. Pringle? What?
Oh, nothing.
Dare. I'm scared, Xperia. What's he doing?
I think he's gonna throw a box of Pringles at you. Wait, do you guys have Pringles in America? Are Pringles a thing in America? They are, okay.
Yeah, no, I have my friend Lord Bung, and he was begging me to buy him a box of Pringles because they don't have them in Australia anymore.
Oh.
So I tried sending it over the mail, and it would have cost like $50 to send him a pack of Pringles.
One tube of Pringles.
Yeah, and I'm like, sorry, man. Like, the only way I could possibly do this is through Amazon, and like, they don't ship to there anymore.
Dude, salt and vinegar Pringles are like one of the most god tier foods on this planet. I swear to God, I could eat an entire tube in minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I like those Tostitos ones that are just like potato chips. I don't remember.
See, that's an American thing. I have no idea what that is. I've heard of Tostitos before. I've heard of that before.
So Xperia, these are the sharks.
Oh, yeah,
this is my big shark clip. This one's one of my favorite images right here. I love this one.
Oh my God, that's like the perfect Twitter reply, you know. Just fucking send that to somebody who's trash talking you. Just
someone just says something really stupid. You just reply with that.
Jeff Bezos just sent me Just Cause 4. Thanks, Jeff Bezos. You're a true pal.
He put me on the street.
Truly a man of his word.
Raycevick is confirmed a good boy. Go give Raycevick at least one subscribe on YouTube. At least one.
Yeah, just maybe a half. I can maybe live with a half.
Maybe a half.
Yeah.
So, Ray, here's what I'll do for you. If you actually do send me your Kinect 2, I've sent you my address. If you do send me the Kinect 2, I will mocap whatever you want for you using that. So, you know, if you need it, something for a video.
Yeah.
If you need something for a no shit.
No, that's Hackman's thing.
Also, can you censor that word for me, Max? The one I just said. Because this is a sponsored episode.
Yes, because then it will take away his privileges.
Jeff Bezos, please.
And then Jeff Bezos will take back his copy of Just Cause 4.
Jeff Bezos, no, you can't do that.
Ultra Chad Jeff Bezos will walk in there with his wide shoulders and he'll steal the digital copy of your Just Cause 4 and take it from you with his bare hands.
Disgusted. He's got like the disgusted look. He's like his chin's up the whole time. He's like, you sicken me.
He's got his gilet on. He's got his open gilet on. Just stares down at you and goes, pathetic.
If he just walks away.
If we're at the 48-minute mark now, I'd actually like to ask a question to Xperia. That's something that me and Sparky and a couple other people were talking about last night.
Okay.
Oh.
And that was the
aliens.
The reason why you're going to get Alex Jones on your show, right? It was the. I was bringing this up, and that is, what's a game that you would say is one that you liked that would be the most controversial, like, thing, like. What's a game that that if you say its name will piss people off, but you actually liked?
I'm so fucking happy you asked this question. Alone in the Dark.
Wait, the new one?
The 360 one.
Yep.
Wait. Okay. You don't mean the fucking
not the old one.
You don't mean
the old ones.
No. Do you mean the co-op shooter?
No.
Okay.
No one can like that.
Yeah.
I was about to say you're fucking bullshitting me here on that. That's
no. Alone in the Dark. It came out in like 2007 or 8. 7 or 8.
I think it was 8.
Fucking loved that game so much. It was difficult as shit, but like, I don't know. I think it was only like 2 or 3 days ago. I was looking at buying it again on Steam, but I feel like it's a game that really will not have aged well. And like, the only reason that I enjoyed it so much when I was younger was because I could sort of like just ignore the bad parts of games and just look at the good ones. Whereas now, I'm too fucking I'm too not narcissistic. Like I'm just too negative and critical now to look past them.
You're too jaded. You're too jaded.
Yeah.
You made one too many Halo art style videos. It's gotten to you.
The art style debate corrupted me. But no, Alone in the Dark. I'm very fucking happy you asked that question because Alone in the Dark, definitely.
Yeah, because I was thinking, because I mean, there's a lot of games that, and here's the thing about that question is you don't even like really have to love the game. Like it doesn't have to be like one of your favorites. It can just be one where you just enjoy, where everyone else was losing their shit, and maybe even for valid reasons. Yeah. Like the game, like I don't like Halo 5's campaign, but I'm fine with it going to classic gameplay if it does, and like a future titles and stuff like that. But I liked Halo 5's multiplayer. And I liked Halo 4, and I liked BioShock 2. I liked Infinite, and then the most controversial one of all though was I like Dragon Age 2. I don't love it. It's by far. I don't love it. It's by far the worst one in the series, but I played it twice and enjoyed it both times, and I'm just like,
what?
It's one of those weird games that I could list criticisms of it all day long. Like I could go on for hours about everything that's wrong with it, but for some reason I don't mind going through it. Sleeping Dogs is like that for me too. Sleeping Dogs is a game I could bitch about all day, but I still beat it twice and enjoyed it.
There's one game as well that I don't know if it falls into this category or not. Because it's the one Turok game that I never see anybody talk about. There's never like any talk for a remaster or like a re-release or anything. Turok Evolution. Like I grew up. That was
the early
like,
Xbox one.
Yeah. I grew up on that game alongside Halo, and I still play it today. Like I adore the fuck out of that game. I just never see anyone talk about it.
You know what? I feel the same way about Brute Force. Have you ever played that?
I've got that game. I haven't played it yet though.
It was a Halo knockoff, but then again, what wasn't
everything
at that time?
Yeah.
Remember Haze? Remember Haze? Anybody?
Oh god, Haze.
Does anybody else?
Haze was made by the Time Splitters developers too. Yeah. That's so sad.
Does anybody else remember like the over fucking abundance of blue HUD elements after Halo?
Yeah.
It was even in games that had nothing. They weren't even shooters. Like. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man ripped it off at some point. Like it was like you could tell it was inspired by Halo, like because it was laid out all the same and shit, and it had the same like flavor of blue. Like why?
Yeah.
Did they think like, oh, the secret to Halo, blue HUD? That's what it is.
Oh
we figured it out.
We'll be rolling in the money now, boys.
Another thing that I noticed as well, like about Halo, this might be just a complete fucking moot point, but I noticed that after Halo 3 in particular, a lot of games started using the font that Bungie used. I can't fucking speak. The font that Bungie used in Halo 3. I noticed that a lot of games started using it. I don't know if it's like a sort of
what font?
It's called. I think it's called Conduit. I use it in all my videos now.
Hold on.
But I noticed. I know that For Honor uses it. Titanfall uses it. Call of Duty
this font?
used it.
This font?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed.
I thought you were talking about the actual Halo font.
Oh no.
That one has only ever been used for like the titles.
Yeah, because it looks fucking awful spelling anything else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I as someone who made their fair share of Halo machinimas back then, I thought, I should totally use the Halo font.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that at first, though. The first port of call for any Halo fan when they're making any sort of like fan project is Halo font, Halo font, Halo font. And
you gotta download the Halo font.
Yeah, like they don't realize that even ODST, like the easiest subtitle in the world, they didn't use the Halo font for that. They used something else.
Because it looks terrible when it's not used for just Halo.
Yeah.
Like the D, it's like looks like shit, and as does everything else.
The Xperia, you said you didn't save any of your shit from the Bungie.net fall.
I didn't. I mean, to be fair, there wasn't much on my account. I was more just like I was a lurker back in the day. I posted a few times. I think I posted when I got my first ever overkill. I just posted getting really happy about it.
Yeah.
I
got that too. Yeah, no. I fucking downloaded the shit out of that.
I don't think I actually posted much though. I remember posting quite a lot in like the very early Halo 3 days. I think even before I got Xbox Live, I'm pretty sure. Or like before when I had an Xbox Live account, but it wasn't on my Xbox because I couldn't get it. I remember like very early Halo 3 posting some stuff, but I didn't post all that much. There wasn't really anything worth saving. Let's put it that way.
The thing is, I have I saved it because I'm the kind of guy who likes to fucking make fun of himself, and oh my fucking god, there is so much to make fun of.
What, like?
I made an entire thread about why KD doesn't matter, and then I got into multiple arguments, and like people were like, "Shut the fuck up, your KD is 0.07 or something like that," and I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. I'm a team player. I'm a team player.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter so much. I made a fucking forum post. Beat that logic.
Oh my god.
I got really mad about it, and I just got into a lot of fights about it, and then I recently found the guy that was calling me a retard the most, and I DM'd him to recently. I found his Xbox account, and I said, "Yeah, you were right."
You see, if you wanted to fish out some retarded shit that I'd said, you'd go to the RuneScape forums on my old account, because my god, there is a hive mind of retarded shit that I said on the RuneScape forums. When I've been muted for fucking calling someone a bitch or something 17 times, I'd go on the forums and I'd just start swearing. I'd be sleeping at my friend's house one night and we'd go to the Grand Exchange and just start saying bitch, fuck, bitch, fuck, bitch, fuck. And we'd get muted.
Yeah.
And then we'd just go rage on the forums for half an hour. And that'd be our night's entertainment.
I remember, I never really used gaming forums that much, but I remember something I did that was kind of that was on Civilization 4, you had a global chat in the multiplayer section, right? So me and a buddy would go in there while we're waiting for other friends to set up a match. And in the main global tab, there would consistently be these people having full-on political debates. Of 6 people in total, just going back and forth endlessly about whatever the subject was. Here's the left side, here's the right side. And it got to a point where I think the third time we played multiplayer, we saw the same group of people again. So then we just went into the chat and we just spammed in all caps, penis, 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 penis.
Yeah.
And they got really mad at us, because we were disrupting their important conversation.
Hey, you managed to unite both the left and the right.
I united the left and the right through the power of dick.
I remember in the very early days of Arma 2 DayZ, the side chat was actually quite humbling. People were helping each other.
Yeah.
Obviously not all of them. A lot of it was beta. I remember one of the early things you could do is you'd put a coordinate down and say loot tent here. And then sometimes you'd get the odd time where someone was being genuinely serious. And then you get most of the times where someone sat there with a fucking AS-50 and a thermal LH5 just sniping it out.
Yeah.
I remember very, very very avidly that quite a lot of the time the people in the side chat for once were quite genuine. It was a shock.
Yeah, it's interesting when you have games that sort of breed that community. I noticed that in my time with Warframe, doing co-op missions, I still don't use the text chat just because I prefer, playing the game with a clean screen. I don't like seeing just random chat. But even when the occasions I do use it, I notice that a lot of times there really isn't oh, fuck you, asshole, give me this, or fuck you, you suck at this game. Blah, blah. It's mostly just hey, how do I get here? How to get this item? And then they go, oh yeah, you got to go get to this planet section. It's a lot of times people are pretty helpful, even though the person could easily just go to Google and get the information in a more convenient way, they don't pester them for that because they understand that doing that would probably just push them away from the game. That's already hard to get into.
Back in my days of Warframe, it was side chat was literally just people spamming want to buy Boltok Prime set, want to buy Rhino Prime set, fucking 140 plat. That's literally all it was the entire day.
I love the Warframe people. They're so fucking great.
Yeah, Warframe is a game that I feel it still flies into a lot of radars because that game is so fucking genuinely good in so many aspects.
We don't deserve Warframe.
We don't.
We don't deserve Warframe. I think what it is that game naturally grew when we're used to games trying to shove things down into a market.
Yeah, blowing up.
We're used to games that go, oh hey, we're getting popular now, so now we're gonna have to add in loot boxes. Hey, we're getting more players, so now we're gonna have to have less content. We're used to that. Whereas
the reason it grew is because it's good.
Yeah. And the company just and not to say the company isn't doing anything, they're doing lots of things to help it grow, but they're not doing it in ways that go against a player's intention, enjoyment, and are not obnoxious, and are ways
and the ways they do it are actually pretty cool. Like right now they have a thing with
Railjack.
Twitch and Amazon where like if you link your Twitch or Amazon thing, you get a free Prime or something like that, or a free skin for your Lisette, and like, all right, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool way to do it.
Yeah, just something simple and something that isn't like, like, hey, go to Twitch and maybe you'll get something that you actually want. Maybe.
Yeah.
Cough, Overwatch.
Dude, the fucking plus like the people like DE is such a cool company. Like I met Reb Ford in real life, and I showed her a video I was working on in like it was a Warframe machinima. I was trying to make like an Avatar: The Last Airbender intro, and I showed her that at fucking PAX, and she got really fucking excited and asked if she could voice act in it.
Well, as if that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, and she did, and it was fucking great. The whole video came out, and it was great. That's fucking awesome.
That's the thing, is they don't come across as a developer that has to follow the conventions of a secretive development process or having to do things against their players because of the necessities of the marketplace and what publishers determine. Like they don't have that attitude that has made so many of us really jaded over the years.
DE reminds me of old Bungie. A lot. Like just the way they interact with the community, the way they do shit and stuff like that. They remind me a lot of old Bungie. Like, I
mean, we were talking about this before, but it's like a company like Disney takes the absolute wrong approach to taking negative feedback. Where they
just curl up into a fucking turtle.
Yeah, because like, I'm sorry, like I can tell you this from direct experience on YouTube. The people that are angry at you, they're not angry at you for no reason. Like, and here's the thing: a lot of times people will be angry at you they won't be for good reasons. They can be for really pathetic, stupid, petty, shitty reasons, but they're going to be reasons nevertheless. And if there are reasons that you can account for as a creator, that you can that you can remedy over time and improve on, that is still feedback then. And like the people that are just shouting at you and just like want to kick you down, you can just ignore them. And here's the thing, those people are easy to recognize. It is not hard to distinguish those people from other people who are pissed off and are just not describing their problems well. Like I've noticed multiple times on YouTube that when I get an angry comment and I reply to it, as we have the conversation, their anger starts dying down very rapidly. Because even they start to realize that maybe their reasoning is kind of like, it's not like they can be angry, but it's not something to get worked up over, or it's not that big of a deal, or there's some other explanation, or whatever. Like they start rationalizing it themselves. Like typically that's what happens is when you're getting a comment like that, you're getting someone in their immediate instinctive mindset. This isn't something they've painstakingly thought about for hours and hours and hours and, wrote this comment over. It's just like an instant gut reaction.
It's a knee-jerk reaction, yeah. Then you do get the certain people that are just like so dug in their views that they just fucking keep on saying the exact same shit.
And of course, and I've even joked with a friend, like, because Sparky will randomly say something to me, like, about Halo 5, right? And it just got to a point where we just summarize it now. He'll just say to me, Halo 5 bad.
Look, I don't like that game.
Yeah, I know why he doesn't like it, and we don't need to have the conversation 800 times, and we can even make a joke out of it. And it's like another friend of mine, she just randomly messaged me just saying, like, just randomly start talking about Last Jedi and like, oh, the story's so bad and this character does this and blah blah blah. And I just went like, my friend says Halo 5 bad. I think we need something for Last Jedi people. I think we need something because it's not even that like her points are bad or anything like that. It's just that we've come to this.
Fucking dead horse.
It's been like the horse just called and it said, "Quit beating the shit out of me."
Hold on. You know what really annoys me is like you can't fucking link a video in a discussion without some guy just being like, "Oh, you're just a sheep that just fucking rips that guy's opinion off."
Thank you. I fucking hate that opinion. When I find that my views tend to align like, for example, in Halo, my views on gameplay tend to align pretty much, like, 1-for-1 with Favin's. So, like...
Yes, that's exactly it. That's the exact answer I was going to use.
So,
the exact
instead
example.
of, like, just fucking saying exactly what he's going to say, I just link a video on the topic. And people say, like, oh, just stop parroting his views. Have your own opinions. I do. They are the same as his.
That's my opinion.
That
he just words it better than I could.
Yeah, exactly.
He words it well.
That's kind of like what I was talking about in my community video, because there are people out there that will just parrot critics. Like, there are people out there that'll just be like I've had so many people come to me say like, oh yeah, Battlefield Hardline was, its multiplayer was really bad. I watched Angry Joe video. I'm like, did you play the game? And you're like, no. I'm like, well, I have a completely different viewpoint to Angry Joe. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, his video wasn't even bad or anything like that. It's just like, I liked its multiplayer and I have my reasons. And like, you shouldn't go around saying just, oh yeah, it's bad. Like, what you should say is, I heard it's bad. And you know what? That's totally fine. That's a legit point to have. But you don't go hear someone and then say, oh yeah, it's bad. Angry Joe told me. Like, it's perfectly okay to say, hey, I heard negative reception, so I didn't buy the game. That's a completely valid fucking response. Like, we've all got limited cash and input and time and stuff like that. Like, that's a totally valid thing to have. But
just
like
to like make a full-on judgment on the game when you've not even played it is ignorant. Like,
but exactly like you said, though, that is different than saying, hey, my opinion is exactly the same as this guy's. But then people don't believe you because of other people, and then just assume you're the same, and then go like, oh yeah, well, don't parrot the opinions.
Yep.
Favin's the only one allowed to have an opinion. just Favin.
Yeah, no, I think it's...
Jesus Christ.
Everything in general just be better if you just sit down and think. Think and forgive.
Yep.
That's my response. Unless they're a Nazi, in which case, don't do that.
Thinking is the one thing that humans are gifted with, and it's the one thing they don't do enough of.
Thinking is the reason that we have a space program and monkeys hurl their own shit.
Yep. Pretty much.
Eventually one of those monkeys is gonna get strong enough to fling the shit.
I heard that was some phrasing I heard from Examine Life of Gaming. I'm pretty sure that's just a common phrase, but if that was something Examine Life of Gaming said, I'm sorry I plagiarized you, buddy. Don't kill me. I know you got guns.
Ray, you got a haircut today. Can we see it?
Oh yeah, show us the fresh trim.
Come on, Ray.
You know what the best part was? Not just getting rid of the hair, but also shaving. Fresh shave and a haircut. That is the best feeling in the world.
Oh, you rocking a beard?
He shaved that face.
I rock a laziness beard. When I'm like working on videos nonstop, there's a laziness beard that like I want to get rid of because I hate it because it's fucking itchy and annoying and I don't like the look of it. But it's like I'm just too lazy to get up and do that.
Yeah, I'm in the state now where like my beard is getting too long and I need to trim it, but at the same time it's really comfy. So like so when I leave the house, and like when I fully go out into public, that's when I have to when I have to shave it. But like,
yeah,
whilst I'm on my own in the house, it can get as long as it wants. that's the beauty of having a beard.
I think that's the attitude of life in general. At least like I don't know about you guys, but like I don't cook very well for myself. Like food wise, I treat myself like I don't eat like terribly. It's just like I don't make anything fancy. Like I don't put any effort into it. Whereas like if I treated other people the way I treat myself, I'd be a terrible human being and I would hate what I've become. But because it's me, I don't give a shit.
I don't know. Cooking has kind of become like my second hobby.
Yeah.
Alongside YouTube. Like I've actually started getting like fully into it.
Like it is something to get into because there's a lot of benefits for it.
It's fucking bare effort though. Like when you're making something that requires like the most specific fucking items, it gets to the point where it's too much effort. Like
sometimes
when you require like one specific type of salt that you can only get from like the fucking like back stores of a really strange grocery store. Like at that point, it's like I'll just make fucking beans on toast.
In an ideal world where all the shops are near me and the weather's always nice and I don't need to carry like 15 bags of shit. Yeah, no, I would totally just buy every single thing I need and every single thing that's like really good compared to just, junk food crap or whatever. But that's not reality. And as a result, I'm going to. Although, in the summertime, I can just rely on berries. Because they're always... Berries are just everywhere.
Why are you like a fucking monkey?
No, I've decided...
Picking berries for your
No, because, like, in the market, you fucking Pringle. But, like, yeah, you just go...
The way that you said that is like...
He's co-opted by fucking saying now.
You just go to any store, any local place, and they have, like fucking fantastic local fresh raspberries and blueberries. And you can just rely on those for snacks.
It's just the way that you phrased that. It sounded like you just go and pick berries off a bush.
Like it's like, okay, time to berry hunt. Get the basket and the fucking hat.
The straw hat.
Protect my fucking precious hat.
Speaking of fast food, I tried Papa John's for the first time last week, and I was actually very, very pleased.
Is Papa John's fast food?
I mean, it's takeout pizza. In at least over here, we classify takeout pizza as fast food.
Yeah, I guess.
It was very good, actually. Very good. I don't know.
I had that same reaction. Like I got Papa John's too, like expecting it to be shit, like expecting it to be like Domino's, kind of like the kind of thing where it's only okay because pizza is like a car, where like even when a pizza is bad, it's still good.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really have bad pizza.
It's still pizza.
Yeah, exactly. But no, like I mean, compared to something like a Domino's, no, it's way better. I mean, I'll still go to a local place because they're cheaper and better. But like, yeah, Papa John's actually isn't that bad. It's actually pretty good. In
Canada, do they put the sweet chili in the box?
I think so. I don't know. I didn't get sweet chili when I got it. So.
Oh no, it's like not like sweet chili as a topping, but like they put an entire sweet chili or sweet pepper in the box. It just kind of
I got that. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah, that was like a nice little addition. That's like, I'm a big fan of Pizza Hut takeout. I'm like the only person on planet Earth that thinks that Pizza Hut is better than Domino's. But like, even fucking Pizza Hut don't match up to that.
No, I don't like Domino's.
I mean, I think they're all fucking good, honestly. They all taste more or less the same. They're all pretty damn good, but Papa John's with the exactly. But Papa John's with the sweet pepper. That's a good touch. Papa John, Papa, you want to sponsor me? Hit me up. DMs are open.
The only thing I don't like about Papa John's is like, I'm not a fan of pizza that. I think it's just because it reminds me of Delizio. But you know, like when you get like a pizza and like on the bottom of the crust, there's like all these fucking crumbs underneath it for some reason, and like it's not from the bread itself; it's like some other topping. I always hate that because those fucking things get down my throat and they get fucking stuck, and
it's always
you can't
like garlic.
They're a bitch to get rid of. Like fucking washing your mouth out with water doesn't get rid of it.
Yeah, it's always like the garlic dust they put in the crust. They get all over
that's
the box.
what it is.
Yeah. The Pizza Hut's a bitch for that because like they drench their crusts in like garlic topping. It tastes so good, but it's like the messiest pizza you'll ever eat. Worth it though, definitely worth it.
It's really good. You know, it's good too. Sesame seeds on crust
on a pizza.
Yeah, no, those are actually pretty good.
I've never thought about that. That's actually quite a good idea. I'm a big fan of sesame seeds.
Okay, we've reached 1 hour.
And we're on the most important subject in the world, which is pizza.
Take out pizza.
You continue this discussion on All Skulls On podcast whenever that fucking happens.
Years later.
So
All Skulls On.
All Skulls On podcast. 3 years later, but that's not a Raycevick.
Yeah, that's actually
next
the title. Yeah.
Fucking A. All right. So thank you, Mr. Excrement, for joining us on Artism Speaks podcast.
It was not my pleasure.
Very last minute, and thanks for coming on, because otherwise we would have been fucked. We had two guests flake on us.
That's fine.
We were down to the wire here.
Oh, I was the fucking last pick.
We were gonna have you on anyway. We were gonna have you on anyway, but you were available. You were available is the thing. You know.
I'm kidding.
Alex Jones has still not gotten back to us. We can't rely on him.
If you get him on the show, you better fucking get me on the show as well.
We're just gonna why even have other people there? We just want Alex.
Alex is like, I don't know, like the fucking whale from MGS5. He's just gonna consume everything around him.
Yes.
Can someone please before this ends? Can someone please make the MGS5 scene, but with like Alex Jones screaming, like when it eats the helicopter?
Oh my!
Can they please that be a thing? Like as it's eating the helicopter, control the globalists.
Consume the child.
Consume the child. Oh, no. There's a child in the helicopter.
That was
fucking what's his name?
The Doom video.
What's the fucking? Oh my god! It's been ages since I played MGS5. What's the kid called that you rescue at the start? Fuck.
Chico.
What's his name?
In MGS5 Ground Zeroes, it was. Yeah, Chico.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm in Ground Zeroes. Chico.
Thanks everyone for watching Artism Speaks. I'm ending this. I'm not gonna talk about fucking Chico. We're ending it. Show's over. Go home.
Goodbye.
Go home. Thanks for watching.